Tripartite peace accord between the pro-talks faction of the United Liberation Front of Asom and the central and Assam governments will be signed today, aiming to end the decade-old insurgency in the state. And Home Minister Amit Shah, Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, and more than a dozen of the top leaders of the pro-talks faction of the ULFA will be present during the signing of this peace agreement. So very shortly, we are going to expect this big breakthrough. It's happening after 12 years. It's known to be as mother of all peace accords, and these negotiations have been taking place for quite some time now under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it is very historic. In a bit, if we talk about what's been happening, if you talk about Assam, this is it's a big upliftment and a really good news for the people of Assam, and not just Assam but also the people of the northeast. The ULFA's pro-talks faction is in the national capital, and just a few days back we got you this story first on Republic TV that the centre and Assam are going to sign a tripartite peace accord with the group ULFA. And my colleague Aniruddha is joining us live from Guwahati for more. Now, the ULFA peace deal, Aniruddha, it encompasses a lot of things, including a financial package. There have been some 12-point demands also that have been put out by ULFA. Take us through all those details briefly so that for the benefit of our viewers, we can understand how important and what all goes into this deal.
Yes, Rexita, as you have pointed out, there are financial packages to be announced. There are also several demands from the 12-point set of demands which have been met. But in order to give a perspective to our viewers, let me also take back them to the history part. It was on 7th of April 1979 that at the peak of the Assam agitation, the ULFA was born. They were not happy with the approach of the centre in dealing with the situations back here in Assam, and they waged a war on India. They led out an armed struggle seeking independence from India. The ULFA had been very much clear till the year 2011 that without the condition of sovereignty on the table of talks, they will not come and join the talks. But when the ULFA leaders who had been in the jungles of Myanmar, Bangladesh and Bhutan for several years since 1979 to at least 2006-07, when they came back to India, they realized the grounds have changed. The grounds have changed for better. The approach which had been in the 1960s, 1970s have brought in some changes in the state of Assam. And it was in 2011 that the leaders led by Chairman Arabinda Rajkua agreed to sit on talks. At that point in time, it was Arabinda Rajkua, Sasazar Chaudhary, the Foreign Secretary of ULFA, Raju Borua, the Deputy CNC of ULFA. Then it was Chitraban Hazarika, the Financial Secretary, who initially started the peace process with the government of India. And with the sort of demands placed before the government in 2011, the talks took an official turn and an agreement was signed. However, the entire process kept on hanging for a long time, and only after arrival of ULFA's General Secretary Anup Setia, a tripartite agreement, a tripartite pact was signed in order to formally engage in official talks with the government of India, the government of Assam and the ULFA. And today we are at this historic juncture where hopefully bringing an end to the 4-decade-long violence in Assam, which has also greatly affected the entire northeast region. A memorandum of settlement will be signed at 5 p.m. in the presence of Union Home Minister Amit Shah in New Delhi, as well as Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sarma will be also there. And it is being hoped that this will pave way for development, for peace and progress in the region of Northeast. However, there are also certain set of people, there are also a section of people who still believe that this signing of this accord will not bring in much change as it is being expected, because ULFA's commander-in-chief, who is now leading the anti-talk faction of the ULFA, that is Paresh Barua, who is in an undisclosed location, probably somewhere in the border of Myanmar or in China, in a safe place. He had been always has not yet joined the table of talks. He is still adamant. He is still adamant on what he says, that the demand of sovereignty is not being agreed upon by the government of India to engage in talks, and that is the reason why Paresh Barua is away from the talks. But if we consider the might, if we consider the the number of strength, it is the ULFA Pro-Talk faction which is today signing an agreement with the government of India, whose strength is manifold compared to that of the faction being led by Paresh Barua. Paresh Barua have been trying very hard to prove his presence in the last, in fact, 1 month also. He had targeted several low-intensity blasts in and around Assam's Upper Assam district, and this has always been there from his side to prove his presence. But if we talk about the strength, as I was referring to, Paresh Barua is now confined with